What's good YouTube? Today I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Gigi Bryant and recapping her life before passing away. And let's get into it. Gianna Bryant died on Sunday morning when the helicopter she was riding in crashed into a hillside in Calabasas, California, a city 30 miles northwest of Los Angeles. She was 13 years old at the time. Bryant, known as Gigi, was the second of 4 children born to Kobe Bryant and his wife Vanessa, a former model. Her father died alongside her in the crash, which claimed the lives of 7 other victims, including the pilot. There were no survivors in this incident. Gianna Bryant was born on May 1, 2006. As a young child, Gigi became a fixture at Lakers basketball games, alongside her older sister Natalia, who's 17 years old, and her mother. The Bryant family later had 2 additional daughters after Kobe retired from basketball, one being Bianca, who's 3 years old, and the other one being Capri, who's 7 months old. As Gigi grew into a young teenager, her love for basketball transcended watching her dad. She began playing competitive ball year-round, with her father helping to coach her team. During an interview on Jimmy Kimmel's television show recently, Kobe Bryant said of Gigi that she for sure wanted to play in the WNBA one day. Quote, "The best thing that happens is when we go out and she'll be standing next to me and fans will come up to me like, 'Hey, you gotta have a boy, and you and Vanessa gotta have a boy. Somebody to carry on the legacy and the tradition.' And Gigi will be like, 'Oh, I got this. We don't need a boy for that. I got this.'" Kobe told the Showtime basketball podcast All the Smoke that after he retired, he stopped watching basketball. But it was Gigi's love for the game that got him watching basketball again. Gigi's favorite players were Trae Young, Luka Doncic, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and LeBron James. By all accounts, she was developing into a great basketball player in her own right. When Gigi and her dad flew to Atlanta to watch Trae Young play, Trae Young joked that he was just as excited to meet Gigi as she was to meet him, because he had been watching her highlight reels. A few hours after Gigi's death, Young tweeted, "This can't be real. This is the first moment I was able to meet Gianna Maria. She's been to only 3 games this year. 2 of them were mine. She told me I was her favorite player to watch. I can't believe this. Rest easy, Gigi." When Gigi was 12 years old, Reggie Miller tried to convince her dad to send her to UCLA, but Kobe said that Gigi's heart was set on playing basketball at UConn. Gigi did visit UConn to watch her beloved Huskies play last March during their senior day. Gigi's social media presence was sparse. She was only 13 years old after all, but she was a frequent subject on Kobe Bryant's Instagram. And there's Gigi in a blue and gold uniform, dribbling the ball down the court before sinking an impossible fadeaway baseline jumper over the outstretched hands of 3 opponents. Gigi woke up Sunday morning to go play basketball, like any other day. She had her whole life ahead of her, and she does not deserve to be remembered for the way she died. She was just a kid who loved her family, her friends, and playing and watching basketball. On the morning of the crash, it is believed she and her father and the other passengers were headed to a basketball tournament at Mamba Sports Academy in Newbury Park, where Gigi was expected to play on Sunday. All of the games, however, were cancelled after this incident. Gigi died en route to doing what she loved, but that does not make the loss of a child any easier. She was poised to write her own story as a tremendous athlete and fierce competitor. That story ended up way too soon on Sunday. Kobe Bryant's next chapter as a basketball dad to his daughter and a prominent booster of the best professional women's hoops organization in the world had just begun. His daughter Gigi's ambitions were just shining through as the heir to her dad's championship throne. The women's basketball community will never truly know the impact Kobe and Gigi could have done to the game of basketball for women. Since retiring as a 5-time NBA champion, Bryant became something of an unofficial ambassador to the women's side of the game. He showed support through attending college and WNBA events, training with players, breaking down film on his ESPN show, and more. That came in tandem with the rise of Gigi, who at 13 years old was starting to make a name for herself within the sport. We were destined to spend the next few years marveling at her highlights, but this tragic event happened. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, Gigi, and all the other passengers that died in this incident. Prayers out to all their families. And that concludes the video. What do you guys think of Gigi? What was your favorite moment of her? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and click the bell to get notified of my future videos. I hope everyone has a great day. Peace out.